Today is Dragon Boat Festival in China, and to commemorate today, for work I need to create a small poster that has something to do with the Dragon Boat Festival itself. But I don't have a lot of time, I need to finish this quickly, so me and my camera are gonna get to work. I'm gonna order some Zongzi that I can send to my apartment. I'm gonna photograph them to make a little poster, and I'll show you just how I'm gonna do it. To make it easy and to save a little bit of time, I'm actually going to shoot this photograph here in my living room. I have this newly painted wall that's going to serve as a backdrop, but I might use a black backdrop instead, or even a textured background to create a little bit more depth. I'm going to shoot it on this table with my camera, and I'm going to set everything up right in front of your eyes so you can see everything that I do. So just stay tuned. I'm going to bring in all the stuff that I need, and then I'm going to set it up right here. Some light. Let's see if I can put this back together. I want a bit of a darker background, so I have this foldable black backdrop. I'm just gonna slide in here behind the table. Light this in. Boom. Looks better. I have my Zongzi that came with the delivery guy just now in. And instead. There we go. Great. There we go. Then stick this bowl this way. Perfect. Like that. Now comes the light. Turn this off. Now I know it doesn't look like much when you're looking at it like this. Just bear with me for a second. Now, let me just take this camera off of the tripod for a second. And to move it a little bit closer, zoom in. So what the photo will be much more similar to something like that. Okay, now what I'm doing is I've actually switched my camera to the one that I will be taking the actual photo with. That way I can set the settings for the photo the same as the video settings on here, so you can see more or less what the photo is going to look like. To create a little bit more depth between the Zongzi and the background here, I want to create a little bit more space between my subject and the background. So I might actually pull it back a little bit because the camera can zoom in so much. So if I take these, just put them down here. Don't mind that card game, it's not sponsored. I just needed a box that was tall enough to pull this off. So now, as I lean on the table and I zoom in, as the focus is on the Zongzi, the background is even more out of focus. I know my hand is a little bit shaky as I'm doing this. Now, what you can see if you look directly down into the bowl, what you can see down here is that it's actually full of tissue paper. So I'm not planning on eating these. Sorry, whoever made them. So I might take these out, just put them on the table here for the time being. So there is a tissue box down here that's helping to lift everything up. And then I've just padded it with more tissue paper. And I might actually try and get a little bit more, because as you put Zongzi in, they sort of sink down a little bit. I want it to appear like there is more than there actually is. I need to stick it in here, but I also need to make sure that the tissue paper does not come up over the sides of the bowl, because I don't want them to be visible in the photo themselves. And I can use the Zongzi to sort of mask that out. So now I'm just going to take these and put them back. Now I took a couple of test shots of this and I somehow don't like this still. I think I need this Zongzi right here, the first one to be up higher, to be a little bit more attention grabbing. Tissue paper. Just like that. That. So now he has a little bit more dimension. Zoom back in. So this is much better. Now there's a little bit more height to it, so when I bring the camera down, it's sort of just towering on top of everything. This is a much more interesting photo because before everything was just a little bit flat, but now I can get the whole width of the bowl and just pan it up slightly just to keep the bowl out of focus or out of the frame, and then boom,